Madam is a principal, a retired principal with Srimati S.R. Mehta Arts College, Ahmedabad, Director, Bharatiya Bhasha Sanskriti Sansthan, Gujarat Vidyapith. She was a visiting faculty at IIM Ahmedabad and is presently at EDI Gandhinagar as visiting faculty. Indira Madam also teaches PG classes at the SAP Center, Gujarat University. Madam has 4 decades of teaching experience. She has written and presented papers at national and international conferences. She guides MPhil PhD scholars, is a resource person at the Gujarat Judicial Academy, an advisor at the Gujarat State Textbook Board, and CN Angreji Kendra member on the Board of Studies of St. Xavier's Autonomous College. Madam is also a trustee at Chaitanya School, Gandhinagar, co-chairperson of Visimo. Madam has published as many as 6 books and edited 4 and is associate editor of a literary journal, Gnosis. Indira Madam has had the privilege of having delivered keynote addresses, chaired sessions at seminars and conferences. She is a resource person at the faculty development programs organized by KCJ, and Indira Madam still retains the love for literature, and she says that it is her passion and her first love. Her main areas of interest are translation studies, ELT, Indian writing in English, Dalit literature. Indira Madam believes that translations between Indian languages have to play a major role in bridging the increasing linguistic chasm in our multilingual country. She began also with translating Tamil poetry into Gujarati with the Sahitya Academy grant. Madam has translated and published a collection of Tamil Dalit short stories into Gujarati, and she is now translating a Tamil Dalit novel into Gujarati. She has translated Narayan Desai's Gandhi Katha, and she says that it has been one of her most fulfilling and meaningful translations. With these few words, Madam, we extend a very, very warm welcome to you. Ma'am, just to put things in perspective, we are preparing for the 3rd cycle of NAC, which is due in July 2024. And since the last week, we have had presentations by the departments. Like, for instance, the Department of English made a presentation on the first day before Professor Madhumita Das from Odisha. She was a Vice Chancellor with Utkal University, Bhubaneswar. Then on the second day, we had Professor Kamal Mehta from the Department of English and Comparative Studies. The Department of Hindi made a presentation before him, and we got his expert inputs. Then the Department of Gujarati made a presentation before Dr. Ashok Henjagi, who happens to be Professor of Geography and Geoinformatics at Bangalore University. We also had Professor J.S. Batra, Madam, from Patiala. He had joined, who is a former UGC person, a professor of the Department of Commerce and Management. And then we had Dr. Starpayal Iyer, ma'am, also sharing his inputs, a few with the Department of Home Science. And yesterday, ma'am, we had Dr. Mustajib Khan, sir, and he shared his inputs. So today is the valedictory, and we are so honored that we have a man of 4 decades of experience, a person who loves literature. And this is our department today, ma'am, the Department of Commerce. They will be making their presentations, ma'am. We have as many as 6 to 7 presentations, and they would be, I have asked them to be very brief. It's examination time as well, and we would not keep you long. So, ma'am, with your permission, we would first have the presentations, and then eventually after the presentations are through, we would request you to guide us, bless us, and so that we can prepare to the best of our capacities for the 3rd cycle of NAC due in July 2024. So with your permission, ma'am, should we start?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Dr. Nagar. I think you're doing fantastic work, and I've probably been following your trajectory over the last 2 decades, more than 2 decades, I guess. Ketki, hi, nice to see you too. So all the best to all of you. I'm honored and happy to be here, particularly after listening to the long list of very, very senior academicians whose guidance and inputs you've had over the last few years. Happy to be here, and I hope I can contribute a little bit in the efforts that you are towards your third cycle. All the best, and Dr. Naga, we begin.
Sure. Thank you very much. Let's begin with the first presentation by the Department of Commerce, the Gujarati medium. Ami Madam, can we start, please?
Sure, please.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, you are. Please
Okay.
continue.
Okay. आदरणीय एक्सपर्ट श्री इंदिरा मैडम, प्राचार्य श्री डॉक्टर नागर सर, उपाचार्य श्री रोहिणीबा जाडेजा और सभी गुरुजनों को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं अमी पटियार आप सभी का आज के वाणिज्य शाखा के प्रेजेंटेशन में स्वागत करती हूँ। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। हमारे डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स का जो दृष्टिकोण है वो ये है कि हमारी कॉलेज में ज़्यादातर विद्यार्थिनी ग्रामीण विस्तार से आती है, तो उन्हें अच्छी शिक्षा देना और समाज में अपना मजबूत व्यक्तित्व बना सके ऐसा दृष्टिकोण हम रखते हैं। और हमारा डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स का उद्देश्य ये है, मिशन ये है कि उन्हें हम गुणवत्ता युक्त वाणिज्य शिक्षा, प्रशिक्षण और मार्गदर्शन के साथ छात्रों को सशक्त बनाना जो उद्यमशीलता की भावना को पोषित करता है, साथ ही साथ अत्याधुनिक तकनीक और कार्य लोकाचार के साथ रोजगार क्षमता को बढ़ाता है, जो मानवीय और वैश्विक दृष्टिकोण के साथ समग्र व्यक्तित्व विकास को सक्षम करने के लिए सामाजिक चेतना विकसित करने वाले मूल्य प्रदान करता है। हमारे कार्यक्रमों का लगातार मूल्यांकन और अद्यतन करें और वैश्विक टाइप के लिए प्रयास करें ताकि सभी हितधारकों की आवश्यकताओं पूरा किया जा सके, ऐसा हम डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स का एक उद्देश्य रहता है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। यह है फर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया करिकुलम एक्सपेक्ट्स, जिसमें भक्त कवि नरसिंह मेहता यूनिवर्सिटी के द्वारा दिए गए जो हमें पेपर्स है वो हमें सीबीएसई के माध्यम से सेमेस्टर पद्धति से विद्यार्थिनियों को हम पढ़ाते हैं। इसमें बीकॉम के कुल 22 पेपर आते हैं, जो 1 से 6 सेमेस्टर तक कुल 44 पेपर्स होते हैं, जिसमें से 4 पेपर अंग्रेजी विषय के हैं और 3 पेपर अर्थशास्त्र विषय के हैं। इसको निकाल के कॉमर्स विभाग के कुल 15 पेपर्स हैं, जैसे हम 45 आवर का वर्कलोड होता है। और एक खुशी की बात मैं आपसे एक शेयर करना चाहती हूँ मैडम कि इस साल हमें एमकॉम की मंजूरी मिली है, तो उसमें हम 1 से 4 सेमेस्टर तक कुल 25 पेपर पढ़ाते हैं। और हमारे विभाग के द्वारा शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स और एनएसक्यूएफ यानी कि नेशनल स्किल क्वालिफिकेशन फ्रेमवर्क के अंतर्गत जो कोर्स चलाए जाते हैं, जिसमें हम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, म्यूजिक एंड डांस क्लास, टेली और सीसीसी जैसे कोर्सेज भी चलाते हैं, जिसके आप फोटोज इधर देख सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। मैं कहना चाहूंगी कि ये है फर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया का 1.1 जो है करिकुलर प्लानिंग एंड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, जिसमें हमारे विभाग के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर भरत सिंह डोटिया जो सी जमुनादास कंपनी में एक को ऑथर करके उनका कार्य रहता है, जो हमारे पेपर्स होते हैं उनमें उनका योगदान रहता है। उसके बाद विद्यार्थी क्रियात्मक कार्य कर सके और बाहरी दुनिया से चल रहे वाणिज्य क्षेत्र के पहलू को और अच्छी तरीके से जान सके, उस हेतु से हम विभाग का एक स्टडी सर्कल करते हैं जिसका नाम है चाणक्य कॉमर्स स्टडी सर्कल, जो हर महीने में 2 बार आता है, 15-15 दिन के रह के। इसमें हम डिबेट, सेमिनार, गेस्ट लेक्चर जैसी प्रवृत्तियां करते हैं, जिनकी विशेष जानकारी आपको आगे के प्रेजेंटेशन में प्रोफेसर मीरल मैडम आपको बताएंगे। और ऐसे ही गीत संगीत धारा नृत्य और हम गुरुकुल की परंपरा शिस्त को ध्यान में रखकर स्टेज को शोभान्वित करते हैं, वैसी प्रवृत्तियां करवाते हैं, जो भी आगे के प्रेजेंटेशन में आपको बताऊंगी। तो ऐसे हम स्टडी सर्कल और धारा की एक्टिविटीज करवाते हैं, जिनके भी सपोर्टिंग फोटोग्राफ्स आप देख सकते हैं मैडम। यह सेकंड क्राइटेरिया है टीचिंग, लर्निंग एंड इवेल्युएशन, जिसमें हमने लास्ट ईयर की टीवाई बीकॉम के स्टूडेंट्स की इधर नंबर लिखे हैं, जो 2019-20 में 106 है, जिसमें सी करके जो हमने इधर लिखा है वो है कंप्यूटर साइंस, जो हमारे इलेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट आते हैं उसमें 69 स्टूडेंट है। 2020-21 में 91 स्टूडेंट है और कंप्यूटर में 16, 2021-22 में 108 और कंप्यूटर के 32, और 2022-23 में 133 स्टूडेंट्स हैं ओवरऑल, और कंप्यूटर साइंस को लेने के लिए 21 स्टूडेंट्स थे। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। यह है कैटेगरी टू स्टडी इन डाइवर्सिटी। हमारे इधर स्टूडेंट्स जो भी कैटेगरी में आते हैं उनके इधर 2019-20 से लेकर 2020-23 तक जितने भी स्टूडेंट हैं उनके कैटेगरी वाइज इधर चार्ट में आपको दर्शाया है। जो जिसमें एसीबीसी, ओपन कैटेगरी, एसटी और एसी कैटेगरी के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, जिसमें 2019-20 में कुल 344 स्टूडेंट्स, 2021 में 366 स्टूडेंट्स, 2021-22 में 434 स्टूडेंट्स और 2022-23 में 362 स्टूडेंट्स रहे हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये है हमारी टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस, जिसमें हम जो भी मेथड में स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाते हैं वो इधर हमने लिखा है। इसमें है लेक्चर मेथड, ऑनलाइन मेथड। ऑनलाइन मेथड में मैडम हम माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स, गूगल मीट, जूम आदि माध्यम से उनको ऑनलाइन लेक्चर में पढ़ाते हैं। उसके बाद है बोर्ड वर्क, क्योंकि हमारे अकाउंट्स के जो सब्जेक्ट है उसके लिए हमें बोर्ड वर्क करना ज़रूरी रहता है, इसलिए हम बोर्ड वर्क के माध्यम से भी उनके पढ़ाते हैं। उसके बाद है ग्रुप डिस्कशन, जो भी इलेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट या फिर जो भी प्रैक्टिकल सब्जेक्ट नहीं है उसमें हम कोई भी एक मुद्दे पर चर्चा करते हैं। स्टूडेंट्स को हम एक टॉपिक देते हैं, उसके ग्रुप बनाकर वो लोग चर्चा करते हैं और फिर उसका जो एनालिसिस करके हमें बताते हैं। उसके बाद है प्रेजेंटेशन मेथड, जो आईसीटी का यूज करके भी हम स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाते हैं। और लास्ट है कंप्यूटर प्रैक्टिकल, क्योंकि इलेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट में कंप्यूटर आता है तो हम कंप्यूटर प्रैक्टिकल का भी उन्हें ज्ञान देते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। यह है टीचर प्रोफाइल, जिसमें 2019-20 से लेकर अभी तक कॉमर्स विभाग को सक्षम बनाने रखने के लिए जो भी भागीदार रहे हैं उनके नाम और हमारे विभाग के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर भरत सिंह डोडिया, और जो जिनकी पहली फोटोग्राफ है, दूसरी में मैं हूँ, और ऑल स्टाफ मेंबर्स हैं जो अभी तक के रहे हैं, जिसमें हमारे डोडिया सर जो है वो पीएचडी है, और कई सारे प्रोफेसर से जो जिसने जीसेट किया है, नेट क्लियर की है। थैंक यू। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये है स्टूडेंट परफॉर्मेंस एंड लर्निंग आउटकम्स। एक बात मैं आपको ज़रूर बताना चाहूँगी मैडम कि 2019-20 में हमारा 86.73% रिजल्ट है। 2020-21 में 96.73% रिजल्ट है, और 2021-22 में 71.43% रिजल्ट है, और 2020-22-23 की अभी परीक्षाएं चल रही है, इसलिए इसमें चार्ट में उसका उल्लेख नहीं किया है मैडम। और एक बात मैं आपको ज़रूर बताना चाहूँगी कि हमारी छात्राओं का परिणाम बहुत अच्छा रहा है, और 2019-20 से लेकर अभी तक हमारी विद्यार्थिनी डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पर प्रथम स्थान पर रह चुकी है। और जो विद्यार्थिनी को ज़्यादा मेहनत की ज़रूरत होती है उनके लिए हम रविवार और छुट्टियों के दिन में रेमेडियल कोचिंग करवाते हैं, और उससे हमारे विभाग का बेहतर से बेहतर परिणाम आए, ऐसा प्रयत्न हमारे विभाग द्वारा करवाया जाता है। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। यह है क्राइटेरिया नंबर 3, रिसर्च इनोवेशन एंड एक्सटेंशन, जिसमें हमारी कॉलेज में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय परिसंवाद के तहत मैंने और डोडिया सर ने एक पेपर की प्रस्तुति की थी, और मैंने अहमदाबाद की कॉलेज के द्वारा आयोजित एक वेबिनार और एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में भाग लिया था, जो UCMTA के अंतर्गत किया गया था। दूसरा पहलू है रिसर्च मोबिलाइजेशन में हमारे विभाग के द्वारा गुरुकुलम कम एक्सपो का आयोजन हुआ था, जिसमें कुल 17 स्टोर थे, और कॉलेज की छात्राओं ने उनमें उनका योगदान दिया था, और विद्यार्थी बाजार में जाकर स्पॉन्सरशिप लेकर आए थे, जो 20,000 से भी ज्यादा की थी। तो उनमें हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को कई बड़ा ही उनका योगदान रहा था, और उनसे कहा बहुत ही उनका अनुभव मिला था। उसके बाद है रिसर्च पब्लिकेशन एंड अवार्ड्स, जिसमें पोरबंदर की एक संस्था है JCI, उनमें वॉइस ऑफ पोरबंदर की कंपटीशन थी, उसमें मुझे एक अवार्ड देकर सम्मानित किया गया था। और कंसल्टेंसी में हमारे द्वारा आज तक 30 छात्राओं को मार्गदर्शन देकर उनकी पढ़ाई कोई भी कारण से अधूरी न रहे, ऐसा प्रयास किया जाता है, और आगे भी हम ऐसा प्रयास चालू रखेंगे, जिससे भी कोई भी जो विद्यार्थी है वो उनके अभ्यास से वंचित ना रहे, और उनका जो अभ्यास है वो चालू रहे, ऐसा प्रयत्न हमारा विभाग करता है और करता रहेगा। और एक्सटेंशन एक्टिविटीज में हमारे विद्यार्थिनी कई प्रोजेक्ट्स में काम करती है, जिसमें NCC है, जिसमें 2019-20 से लेकर अभी तक 30 विद्यार्थिनी रही है। एनएसएस में 2019-20 में 112, 20-21 में 108, 21-22 में 111 और 22-23 में 113 स्टूडेंट है। फिनिशिंग स्कूल जो केसीजी के द्वारा एक कोर्स दिया जाता है और उस कोर्स में दो वर्षीय कोर्स चला था 20-21 और 21-22, उनमें हमारे 41 और 61 स्टूडेंट्स थे। एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज भी हमारे कॉलेज में किए जाते हैं, जिसमें 2019-20 में 132, 2020-21 में 164, 2021-22 में 177, 2022-23 में 103 स्टूडेंट थे। और वैसे ही नर्सिंग का कोर्स इधर चलता है, वैसे भी सेम स्टूडेंट्स वो कोर्स में थे। और हमारी कॉलेज के माध्यम से 3 अवार्ड दिए जाते हैं, मोस्ट रेगुलर स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर, एकेडमिक अवार्ड एंड करिकुलर अवार्ड, और बेस्ट लाइब्रेरी यूटिलाइजेशन अवार्ड भी हमारे कॉलेज द्वारा दिए जाते हैं, जो लगातार 3 साल से हमारी कॉमर्स विभाग की विद्यार्थिनी को मिल रहा है। और इसी वर्ष हमने एक युवा चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री के साथ एक एमओयू किया है, जिससे हमारी विद्यार्थिनी को पोरबंदर शहर की संस्था के साथ ऐसा एमओयू करके उनको कुछ लाभ मिले, उनको कुछ प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज मिले, वैसे कुछ हेतु से हमने ये कोलैबोरेशन किया है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। हमारे कॉलेज द्वारा विद्यार्थिनियों को प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए हर वर्ष श्री धीरेन्द्र भाई मेहता गोल्ड मेडल दिया जाता है, जिसने 3 वर्ष में सबसे ज्यादा गुण प्राप्त किए हो उन्हें। और 3 अवार्ड दिए जाते हैं, जिसमें एकेडमिक अवार्ड, मोस्ट रेगुलर स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर और को करिकुलर एक्टिविटी का अवार्ड दिया जाता है, जिसके सपोर्टिंग फोटोग्राफ्स आप देख सकते हैं मैडम। और 2019-20 से लेकर 2022-23 तक जिनको भी ये मेडल और अवार्ड्स मिले हैं, उनका लिस्ट इधर है मैडम। ये है चौथा क्राइटेरिया, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड लर्निंग रिसोर्स, जिसमें कॉमर्स विभाग की सुविधाओं के बारे में मैं आपको बताऊं तो हमारा एक अलग से कॉमर्स का स्टाफ रूम है, 3 क्लासरूम है, एक ऑडियो विजुअल रूम है जिसमें हम आईसीटी का उपयोग करते हैं, एक कंप्यूटर लैब है, डेल लैब है, जिसमें स्कोप का लेक्चर लिया जाता है और प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स को दिए जाता है। लाइब्रेरी है जिसमें हमारी सभी छात्राओं को उधर एक अलग से हमने लेक्चर्स का आयोजन किया है कि जब भी स्टूडेंट्स फ्री हो तभी वो लाइब्रेरी में जाकर पढ़ाई कर सके, हमारे कॉमर्स विभाग की बुक्स को पढ़ सके, इसलिए हमने लाइब्रेरी का एक अलग से लेक्चर भी हमने रखे हैं। और जो छात्राएं दूर शहर से आती है उनके लिए हॉस्टल की भी सुविधा हमारी संस्था में उपलब्ध है। लाइब्रेरी के बारे में मैं आपको बताऊं तो हमारे कुल टोटल बुक्स है, जिसमें रेफरेंस बुक और बुक बैंक की बुक सभी आकर 2774 बुक्स है, जिसमें 150 बुक जो 2022-23 में नई बुक्स हमारे डिपार्टमेंट में आई है। और हमारे डिपार्टमेंट के मैगजीन कुल 5 आते हैं, जिसमें पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट, एम्प्लॉयमेंट न्यूज, लिबर्टी करियर न्यूज, सफारी, लेटेस्ट फैक्ट्स इन जीके, ऐसे मैगजीन भी आते हैं। और आईटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में हमारे पास प्रोजेक्टर, स्पीकर एंड कंप्यूटर है, जिनका उपयोग करके हम स्टूडेंट्स को नए नए वीडियोस दिखाकर उनको ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज देने की हम इच्छा व्यक्त करते हैं, उनको ऐसा नॉलेज देते हैं। और कॉलेज के मेंटेनेंस का रखने के लिए, संस्था का मेंटेनेंस करने के लिए हमें नो प्लास्टिक जोन का इधर एक नियम रखा है कि हमारे इधर प्लास्टिक लाना मना है। कोई भी जो स्टूडेंट है वो बाहर से पैकेट लाकर खाए या फिर ऐसा मना है। और हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हर रोज अपना रूम की क्लीनिंग करती है, हर रोज रूम की सफाई होती है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये है स्टूडेंट सपोर्ट एंड प्रोग्रेशन। ये वो स्लाइड है जिसके बिना हमारा जो विभाग है वो अधूरा है, और वो है ऑफिस विभाग से मिलने वाली हमारी सुविधाओं, जिसमें बच्चों को एडमिशन से लेकर स्कॉलरशिप, आई कार्ड, परीक्षा के फॉर्म्स, बस पास, प्रोविजनल सर्टिफिकेट हो या ट्रांसफर सर्टिफिकेट, सभी से ही हमारे विद्यार्थिनियों को मदद मिलती जाती है। वो स्टूडेंट सपोर्ट के लिए हमारा ऑफिस स्टाफ और ऑफिस जो है हमें पूरी तरह से मददगार रहता है। सेकंड है स्टूडेंट प्रोग्रेशन, जिसमें हमारे 2019-20 से लेकर 2022-23 तक कुल 163 स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो आगे पढ़ाई के लिए गए हैं, जिसमें एमकॉम, बीएड, एलएलबी और कई कोर्सेज में वो जुड़े हैं। उसके बाद है स्टूडेंट पार्टिसिपेशन एंड एक्टिविटीज, जिसमें हमारे कॉलेज में सप्ताहधारा की एक्टिविटीज होती है, स्टडी सर्कल की एक्टिविटीज होती है, जिसमें हमारे स्टूडेंट्स पार्टिसिपेट करती है। हमारे कॉलेज में जो डिपार्टमेंट है, जो लैंग्वेज डिपार्टमेंट है, गुजराती, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश, वो डिपार्टमेंट के तहत एक विक्स का आयोजन होता है। तो विक्स में भी हमारी स्टूडेंट पार्टिसिपेट करती है। ज्ञान गुरु क्विज कंपटीशन जो सरकार के माध्यम से आई थी, वो उसमें भी पार्टिसिपेट करती है। गुरुकुल कम एक्सपो जो हमारे डिपार्टमेंट से आयोजित हुआ था, उसमें भी हमारे मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था। और उसमें मैं आपको एक बात बताना चाहती हूँ कि जो मिस मंजू श्यामला का आप एक सपोर्टिंग फोटोग्राफ देख सकते हैं मैडम, वो ज्ञान गुरु क्विज कंपटीशन में तालुका लेवल में फर्स्ट आई थी और उन्हें प्राइज मनी भी मिली थी। और ये तालुका फर्स्ट है। और ऐसे हमारी कॉलेज की कई विद्यार्थिनी, हमारे डिपार्टमेंट की कई विद्यार्थिनी है जो ज्ञान गुरु क्विज कंपटीशन में उन्हें नंबर लिया है। अब है एलिमिना एंगेजमेंट जो हमारे यहाँ से बीकॉम करके फिर बाद में एमकॉम या कोई भी और में स्नातक अनुस्नातक की डिग्री प्राप्त करके अब एक अच्छे स्टेज पर पहुंचती है और वो अच्छे अच्छे काम, अच्छे अच्छे जॉब में लगी है, जिसके वेल प्लेस एलिमिनाई स्टूडेंट्स के आप फोटोग्राफ देख सकते हैं मैडम। और इसमें लॉयर, ट्यूशन क्लासेस टीचर, स्कूल टीचर, ब्यूटिशियन, मैनेजर, क्लर्क, डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर वगैरह कार्य से वो जुड़ी हुई है। और अभी 2022-23 में जब प्लेसमेंट हुआ था, तो हमारी कॉलेज की और हमारे डिपार्टमेंट की विद्यार्थिनियों को प्लेसमेंट में भी उन्हें अच्छा प्रोग्रेशन मिला है। और अभी उनका जब टीवाई कंप्लीट हुआ नहीं है, फिर भी वो अभी भी प्लेसमेंट के तहत उन्हें नौकरी मिल चुकी है मैडम। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। यह है गवर्नेंस, लीडरशिप एंड मैनेजमेंट। इसमें इंस्टीट्यूशनल विजन एंड लीडरशिप में हमारे विभाग के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर भरत सिंह डोडिया जो संस्था की गरिमा और संस्था के नियमों का पालन करने के लिए कोई भी क्षति न रहे, इसलिए हम सभी प्राध्यापकों के पास अलग अलग जिम्मेदारी है, जिनमें डॉक्टर भरत सिंह डोडिया डिसिप्लिन कमेटी, हेल्थ सेंटर, खेलकूद योग व्यायाम धारा, एग्जामिनेशन, टाइम टेबल अटेंडेंस, रिजल्ट एनालिसिस, एनुअल प्रोग्राम, प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कमेटी में उनका योगदान रहा है। और मैं अमी पढ़ियार, मैं गीत संगीत नृत्य धारा की मेंबर हूँ। स्ट्रेटेजी डेवलपमेंट एंड डिप्लॉयमेंट में हमारे बीकॉम सेम वन से लेकर बीकॉम सेम 5 यानी F5 से लेकर TY तक हमारे हर एक क्लास में 5-5 CR रहते हैं, जो क्लास में शिस्त का पालन हो, इसलिए हम 5-5 CR को नियुक्त करते हैं, जो कभी भी कोई भी कार्य हो, कॉलेज का हो या हमारा डिपार्टमेंट का हो, वो सभी हमें पूरी तरह से मददगार रहते हैं और उनको भी कुछ नया सीखने को मिले, ऐसा हमारा एक ऑब्जेक्टिव है। फिर है फैकल्टी एम्पावरमेंट स्ट्रेटेजी, जिसमें हमारे फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम होता है जो 2020-21, 21-22 और 22-23 में हुआ था। अब कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी हम लोग जुड़ते हैं। और फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट एंड रिसोर्स मोबिलाइजेशन में हमें जो गुरुकुलम का आयोजन किया था, उसमें संस्था ने हमें 50,000 तक हमें पूरी तरह से योगदान कॉलेज का रहा है और हमने उसमें पूरा पार्टिसिपेट किया था और अच्छी तरीके से हमारा जो एक्सपो था वो पूर्ण हुआ था। फिर इंटरनल क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस सिस्टम में हम ईयर में दो बार IQAC मीटिंग करते हैं, जिसमें हमारे IQAC मेंबर्स रहते हैं और पूरे सेमेस्टर के तहत हमने क्या क्या प्रवृत्ति की है, डिपार्टमेंट क्या क्या करता है, उसका पूरा अहवाल हम IQAC मेंबर के सामने रजू करते हैं। फिर है मीटिंग विद स्टूडेंट्स एंड पेरेंट्स इन पेरेंट्स टीचर्स मीटिंग। हम जब साल की पूर्णाहुति होती है, तब वो पेरेंट्स टीचर्स मीटिंग एक रखते हैं, जिसमें हम पेरेंट्स का भी हम अनुभव लेते हैं कि उनकी जो बच्ची है वो हमारी संस्था में पढ़ती है, तो उसमें कोई और बदलाव लाने की ज़रूरत है, या हमारी कॉलेज में पढ़ती है तो उससे क्या अच्छी कोई बाबत आपको जानने मिलती है। ऐसा हम पेरेंट्स के साथ बातचीत करते हुए भी हमें उनके पास से कई कई सारी बाबत हमें उनसे जानने को मिलती है। फिर अचीवमेंट में है, मैं अमी पढ़ियार जो राजकोट विजिट करने के लिए गई थी एयर में, जो हमारा जो सॉरी मैडम, ना
पानी पी लो।
जी मैडम। यस मैडम। जो राजकोट में है एयर इंडिया रेडियो स्टेशन, उसमें मैं गई थी और खूब अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहा था मेरा। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये है इंस्टीट्यूशनल वैल्यूज एंड बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस, जिसमें हमारी सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में हम एवरी थर्सडे हमारी कॉलेज में हवन होता है, जिसमें हमारी कॉलेज की विद्यार्थिनी और हमारे डिपार्टमेंट की विद्यार्थिनी उसमें अच्छी तरीके से पार्टिसिपेट करती है। फिर प्रेयर होती है हर रोज, न्यूज क्विज थॉट और नेशनल डे सेलिब्रेशन भी होता है। और बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस में हम बैंक की विजिट करवाते हैं हमारी छात्राओं को, फैक्ट्री की विजिट करवाते हैं, भारत मंदिर, तारा मंदिर, राजवाड़ी, डॉक्टर सविता दीदी एंड मेहता म्यूजियम, विश्वा गुर्जरी लाइब्रेरी। फिर सप्ताहर एक्टिविटीज होती है, शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेज होते हैं और रेमेडियल कोचिंग होते हैं। इसमें इसके माध्यम से हम बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हमारी छात्राओं को करवाते हैं। और न्यूज क्विज थॉट हमारे कॉलेज में विभाग के द्वारा हर वीक न्यूज क्विज थॉट की प्रस्तुति हो जाती है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। थैंक यू मैडम।
Yeah. Thank you, Ami. Thank you very much for the presentation. The next presentation is for the study circle activities. I'll request Miral one day to to start, but then please maintain the time frame. We have very limited time. We wouldn't have so much time when the next year team actually comes. They would rush through.
Yes.
So we have to be very.
Yes. Yes, Dr. Nagar, I thought because we've taken 21 minutes. So that was going to be my first comment, but Dr. Nagar has already said that. So please try and see what is already there. My advice would be if there is a chart, if there is a diagram, you don't have to again read each one. The whole idea of having that table is that one quick look and the peer committee should be able to see that. Okay, so when you begin now, please keep that in mind. Not only for today we have time maybe, but not for the peer team visit. Yeah, please.
Sure.
Next
Thank you,
one.
madam. Yeah, Miral, please start.
Okay, sir. Respected Professor Dr. Indira Madam, respected Principal Sir, and all faculty member, a very good evening. I'm Miral Wade from Department of Commerce, English Medium. Today I'm going to present detail about Commerce Study Circle and Gurukulam 2022, the first come EXO. First, I would like to say something about Chanakya Commerce Study Circle. Department of Commerce Gujarati medium organized once in 15 days this study circle, and become English medium also joined them to increase competitiveness among students. Faculties and students from the both department take initiative to deciding and framing all the activities. Some are the objective behind this study circle, like overall development of student, increase public speaking skill, knowledge about market, and means in short, all our objective is this study circle is center is student, how to enhance their capability. And Dr. Bharatji Dodia is the coordinator of this study circle. Me and my colleagues, this name is mentioned here, assistant coordinator. Next, please. First, we discuss about 2019 to 20 activities. We had done these activities like guidance for CA, being a CA, seminar on GST, lecture on what is IBPS, current career after BCom. These are some activities, and how many students in participated and present in this particular activities, and over average. More and more students participate in this all activities. Next, please. These are some photographs relating to previous year's slide, like career about BCom, seminar on GST, guidance for being a C, and elocution competition. Next. Moving forward to year 2020-21, these are some activities like we done in previous year, but topic like elocution competition, topic is change. Elocution competition is same, debate hai, फिर वेबिनार है जो न्यू है, इसमें बुक रिव्यू कंपटीशन है, टेली एजुकेशन पॉलिसीज है, एडमेट शॉर्ट, डिबेट ऑन न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, चार्ट मेकिंग कंपटीशन, इलोकेशन कंपटीशन एंड एक मूवी भी दिखाई थी जिसमें स्टूडेंट को कुछ ऐसा सीखने को मिला जिससे वो अपनी प्रोग्रेस कर सके आगे जाके. नेक्स्ट, these are some photographs showing these previous activities. Next. Year 2020-21, these are the activity we have done in 2021-22. Motivational quote competition, quiz competition on new education policy 2020, lecture on organic farming, debate competition on village and city life, on the spot elocution competition, seminar on income tax, Swarachit Kavya Patan competition, AdMed, so 1 minute game and debate on budget. These all are the activities we have done in 2021-22. These are some photographs. First is motivational quote competition, 1 minute game. After that, lecture on organic farming. क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ मतलब सबसे ज्यादा गर्ल्स है वो विलेज से बिलोंग करती है. Seminar on income tax. Next, please. Now we are proceed to 22-23 year. From this year, we have tried to incorporate different type of variety for increase student knowledge. First is theme-based fashion show. In this, all the fashion show themes is related to commercial. Then chart and PPT competition on movies. फिर है उसके बाद ड्रामा कंपटीशन. इन ड्रामा competition, student have present great idea like Shark Tank in India and how person can invest different type of sector. And then we show one movie. Elocution competition on commerce, management and finance subject. Quiz competition having multiple rounds. In this have a 3 to 4 round like our college जनरल अवेयरनेस. फिर है उसमें था जनरल अवेयरनेस है. फिर अलग डिफरेंट टाइप के कंपनी के लोगो शो किए थे जिसको रिकॉग्नाइज करना था. फिर उनके बाद है माइंड गेम है गुरुकुलम 2023. दिस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक आई विल डिस्कस नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Tiffin trip. In this we all student together and enjoy this tiffin trip. Debate competition on Indian culture and Western culture, and last is Antakshari competition. And these are some photos. First is mind game, then debate on Indian and Western culture, Antakshari competition, tiffin trip to Rajwadi, and commercial drama. These are some press note we famous in famous newspaper. Next, madam. Now we proceed to Gurukulam 2020-23. Gurukulam 2020-23 is combined initiative of Commerce Department, English medium plus Gujarati medium, is organized on 21st January 2023, a World Day event. It was Open Porbandar Fest, Come Expo for all 11th, 12th, UG and PG student. The fest was entirely funded by our institution. In this expo, we have 6 main events like Gurukulam Treasure Hunt, Social Bees, Fashion Show, Mastermind Quiz, Shark Tank Porbandar, India Girls Got Talents. Means ये सारी जो इवेंट थी जिसमें अलग अलग स्कूल के कॉलेज के जो भी स्टूडेंट थे उसने पार्टिसिपेट किया था. In this expo we have 17 store like a food stall, मेहंदी स्टोर, फिर आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट है, ड्रिंकिंग था, कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स का था. ऐसे 17 स्टोर थे. छोटे छोटे स्टूल भी रखे थे और 3 ओपन गेम जोन था. Students have gathered around rupees 70,000 worth of sponsorship of their store, and each shop has done average 7,000 to 8,000 of trade. इसमें जो है 70,000 वो हमने ओवरऑल किया है, कोई एक पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट का नहीं था. नंबर ऑफ पार्टिसिपेंट इन दिस फेस्ट 650 स्टूडेंट and number of people present around 3,000, more than rupees 7,500 worth of cash prize. The fest aim was to provide student opportunity to knowing market and tread closely. And one is most popular is haunted house, जो कि हमारी TY के स्टूडेंट ने पूरा ऑर्गेनाइज किया था. This all event managed and organized by students. We just help give a guidance if they are needed. Our college have a 7 department, so all department girls have took part in this activity. And these are some photographs. Like first है inauguration, then introduction है, फिर वेद मंत्र है, फिर अलग अलग जो भी इसमें कंपटीशन थी, like गुरुकुलियम है, फिर एक्सपो का है, फैशन शो है, माइंड गेम है, इंडिया शार्क टैंक है, डांस कॉम्पिटिशन है, एंड लास्ट इज प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है. ये सारी एक्टिविटी सीक्वेंस वाइज इसमें जो भी फोटो दिए है वैसे चली थी. नमस्ते, थैंक यू, हैव अ नाइस डे.
Yeah, thank you, Miral. It's good that you have maintained the time. We need to cover up on the time lost. So thank you very much. Indira Madam, we will now move to the third presentation.
That was
We missed out, Madam. Maybe the sound was not very clear. There was an observation you made, ma'am.
Oh, I said exactly what you said.
Ji, ma'am.
Wise men seldom differ, Dr. Nagar. So I too said, wow, that was quick, is what I said. Yeah.
So, thank you. Thank you. Let's now move on to the third presentation. This is of the English Medium Division of Commerce. Nimisha, Madam, please begin your presentation.
Excuse me, sir. It is not visible. Very good morning to all. Respected Indira Madam, Nagar sir, Dodia sir, Rohini Madam, and all the fellow faculty members. This is Nimisha Pandit, coordinator of Become English Medium Department. Sorry, sir. Can I take 1 minute? Because
Your voice,
because some of the things are jumbled in the presentation. So can we move forward to the other presentation, and I can present after that if it is possible, because there are some technical issues.
Fine, no problem, no problem. Take your time, Nimisha. We'll move on to the next presentation. I would request Nain sir to make a presentation on Odisha. Dr. Nain sir.
Yes, sir. Namaste. Namaste, respected Dr. Indira ma'am, respected Nagar sir, and all teachers. Odisha, it is an initiative by government of Gujarat KCG. And we in our college also have been running Odisha with our strength and our weaknesses. Next. Next, please, Aditi. In our Odisha, Dr. J.S. Bhatt is coordinator, and myself and Mr. Arvind Ravalia, we are co-coordinator. Next. Odisha means universal development of integrated employability skills through higher education agencies. This is the meaning. And the objective, what we have planned, ma'am, this is to cement the guts of competitive examination among students and activate them towards learning skill and information technology. This is what we wish, because as our college is in Mapfuzil area, and students coming here, ma'am, they are from very poor background, financially, not only financially, but educationally also. So we'll try our level best to motivate them. And this is a object we have, rather Odisha of our college, we have tried to set this objective. Next. multitask we are doing here, as I have mentioned here, different activities we do during our Udisha, and every fortnight in a month we have Udisha's lecture, and these activities we do here. Next. Now, ma'am, this is something glimpses of our activities. One is a talk on career opportunities. Generally, in the beginning, we especially for TY students, those who are in TY BA BCom, we tell them how many careers, not only service, but you can have business also. You can have your business from at home also. Now it is a very online business also. So we try to give them different kind of areas where they can try. Because see, ma'am, being a Mahila college, our students, they have also certain limitations. But even though we try to motivate them. Next. Reasoning and grammar. Generally, students have difficulties in mathematics and English grammar. So we try during our lecture to guide them how to solve mathematical problems, how to attempt questions on English grammar in different competitive examinations. We give them some exercises here. Next. Goal setting address. Ma'am, this is also very common practice that every year we invite good speakers who can motivate our students for goal setting. Because see, it is very necessary that mentally our students should be prepared. Here, ma'am, for example, there is Professor Dr. Manish Rawal from Kundalia College. He was invited for his wonderful lecture on goal setting. Then Mr. Chirag is there, who is from Rojgar Department, Employment Office, Porbandar district. He also frequently visits our college. Earlier also we invited Dr. Pawan Dwivedi ji from the Parul University. So different scholars we invite, and they motivate, they boost up our students so that mentally our student will continue their work. Next. Seeking careers. Ma'am, this is also we try every year to invite different people from different areas. And our student, let them come to know that how many career opportunities are there. For example, ma'am, in this year, one is Mr. Gmc-Naac-Ppt, who is the leading journalist of our Porbandar district. So for career in journalism. Then one Coast Guard department is also invited, and they gave they gave different notes to the student that how many careers are available in Coast Guard. So this is how we try to motivate our students. Next. Company at a door. Ma'am, this is a concept by KCG, you know well, that we are supposed to invite different companies. So we also invite different companies in Porbandar district. And especially, ma'am, unfortunately, or rather fortunately, we get 3 companies. Unfortunately, because of this very small district, most of companies are not available with us. But even though we request them, so one is Tata AI, they came. One is a health and care insurance based. One is private company here. One stationary, very big mall is there. So we invite them, and they come here and they talk with our students. They try to tell them that how you can have your career in different private form, especially, ma'am, insurance sectors. They would prefer to come here in major way. Next. And this is, ma'am, innovation. Our Arvind Bhai is heading with this innovation task. Recently, 5 days training was over in our college. It is a new initiative by government of Gujarat. And here we try to give them different opportunities so that they can also go ahead in the field of innovation and startup programs. Placement, ma'am. Recently, there was a placement. Every year, government of Gujarat, KCG, arranges this placement camp. This year also we visited placement camp, and there many companies are there. As I told you, ma'am, most of insurance sectors, they would prefer to come there. And then they shortlist our students, and then they invite them for IRDA examination. If IRDA examination is they pass successfully, then they can work there in that field. It is a challenging but a very what we call good for girls also, because at home also they can do their work. So that's why that's how we do it. Next. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nayan sir. Again, thank you for maintaining the timeline. We'll move on. Nimisha, are you ready? Is the technical problem sorted out?
No, sir, I think not yet.
Okay.
We will have next.
Okay, Arvind Ravalia, sir. We would request you to make the Rangakala Kaushalya Dhara presentation, please.
Okay, sir. Hello. Respected Indira Madam, respected Principal Sri Nagar sir, और सभी स्टाफ मेंबर्स को मेरा नमस्कार। सर, मैडम, हमारी जो ये धारा है गुजरात सरकार के उच्च शिक्षण विभाग कैसीजी के द्वारा चलाई गई 7 धाराओं में से एक ये रंग कला कौशल्य धारा, इनके अंतर्गत छात्राओं की सृजनात्मक शक्तियों को बाहर लाने के लिए रंग कला से संबंधित प्रवृत्तियां की जाती है। रंग कला कौशल्य धारा के कोऑर्डिनेटर, नेक्स्ट प्लीज, रंग कला के कौशल धारा के कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर जयेश भट्ट जी है और उनके साथ को कोऑर्डिनेटर के रूप में मैं अरविंद रावलिया आपके सामने ये प्रेजेंटेशन प्रस्तुत करता हूं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। हमारी इस धारा का एम ये है कि छात्राओं में छिपी सुसुप्त शक्तियों को उजागर करने के लिए उनकी क्रिएटिविटी को कल्पनाओं और रंगों के द्वारा बाहर लाने के लिए हम एक सन्निष्ठ प्रयास इस धारा के माध्यम से करते हैं। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। रंग कला कौशल्य धारा के अंतर्गत वर्ष 2022-23 के दरमियान ये सभी प्रवृत्तियां की जाती है, जैसे कि ड्राइंग है, पोस्टर मेकिंग है, राखी मेकिंग है, आर्ट ऑफ डेकोरेशन है, सैंड ऑफ आर्ट्स है, बेस्ट ऑफ वेस्ट है, आर्ट ऑफ रंगोली, मेहंदी एंड डेमो पेंटिंग्स आर्ट्स, ये सभी प्रवृत्तियां की जाती है। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। आर्ट ऑफ डेकोरेशन में इसके संबंधित डेकोरेशन में सुशोभन और श्रृंगार ये आधुनिक जीवन शैली का एक पार्ट है और ये कला छात्राओं में डेवलप हो, इसके लिए रंग कला कौशल्य धारा के अंतर्गत ये प्रवृत्तियां की जाती है, जिनमें दीप श्रृंगार स्पर्धा और 2 सितंबर 2022 को आयोजित की गई थी, जिनमें 30 छात्राओं ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था और दांडिया श्रृंगार स्पर्धा का आयोजन 16 सितंबर 2022 को किया गया था। इस स्पर्धा में 19 छात्राओं ने पार्टिसिपेट किया था। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। ड्राइंग कंपटीशन। छात्राएं अपनी कल्पनाओं को पेंसिल और रंगों के द्वारा जीवंत कर सके और इसी माध्यम से आगे बढ़ के स्वावलंबन और व्यवसाय हासिल कर सके, इसी उद्देश्य से ड्राइंग और पोस्टर मेकिंग जैसी प्रवृत्तियां इस धारा के अंतर्गत की जाती है। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। सैंड आर्ट, रेत और बोतल आर्ट के माध्यम से इस प्रकार की कला में एक्सपर्ट होकर स्टूडेंट्स आर्थिक उपार्जन कर सके, इसके लिए 1 दिन का वर्कशॉप आयोजन किया गया था, जिसके अंतर्गत विशेषज्ञ के रूप में देवांग वाडिया जी को आमंत्रित किया गया था, जो कि विश्व स्तर पर 7 अवार्ड प्राप्त कर चुके हैं। उनका नाम एशिया बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स में शामिल है और उन्होंने यहाँ आकर 1 दिन का वर्कशॉप किया था और ये जो आप देख रहे हैं उनके फोटोग्राफ्स, उसमें जो ये सेंट्स रेत की मदद से इन्होंने पेंटिंग्स बनवा के विद्यार्थियों को गाइडेंस किया था। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। उसी दिन बोटल आर्ट्स इसका प्रदर्शन भी किया गया था। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। बेस्ट आउट ऑफ वेस्ट, कला के माध्यम से वेस्ट चीज़ों का इस्तेमाल करके बेस्ट चीज़ें बनाई जा सकती है और इनके द्वारा विद्यार्थी आर्थिक उपार्जन और स्वावलंबन की ओर आगे बढ़ सके, ऐसा हमारा प्रयास रहता है। और अंत में विद्यार्थियों की कला को बढ़ावा मिल सके। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। विद्यार्थियों की कला को बढ़ावा मिल सके और उनके उत्साह को बढ़ाने के लिए हमारी कॉलेज की ओर से हमारी प्रवृत्तियों को समाचार पत्रों एवं मीडिया में भी प्रचार एवं प्रसार किया जाता है। ये उसी से संबंधित कुछ फोटोग्राफ्स और प्रेस नोट्स से बाकायदा हम इन सभी प्रवृत्तियों के फोटोग्राफ्स, प्रेस नोट्स और रजिस्टर भी मेंटेन करते हैं। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। थैंक यू। Thanks to all.
Yeah, thank you very much, Arvind bhai. Yeah, that was also very brief, and thank you for maintaining the timeline. We'll move to the next presentation by Ami Padiyar. Ami, I would request you to make the Geet Sangeet Nritya Dhara presentation, and hopefully by then, Nimisha, I believe your problems, technical issues will be sorted out. So kindly be ready accordingly.
Yes, sir.
अमी प्लीज आप अपना प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू करिए।
यस सर, यस। आप सभी को फिर से मेरा नमस्कार। मैं गीत संगीत नृत्य धारा की मेंबर हूँ, अमी पढ़ियार, और हमारे जो गीत संगीत धारा के अध्यक्षा है प्रोफेसर रोहिणीबा जाडेजा, और हमारे जो भी मेंबर्स हैं वो है प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर केतकीबेन पंड्या, प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर शांतिबेन मोढवाडिया, मैं और मिस अदिति दवे, जो इस पूरी गीत संगीत धारा के मेंबर्स हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। इस साल 2022-23 में हमने जो भी एक्टिविटीज करवाई है उनसे मैं आपको परिचित करवाऊंगी। पहले मैं एक्टिविटीज के बारे में बताऊं उससे पहले एक लाइन सिर्फ कहना चाहूंगी कि गीत संगीत नृत्य कला जो दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा खजाना है, और गुरुकुल की परंपरा शिस्त को ध्यान में रखकर स्टेज को शोभान्वित करते हैं, वैसी प्रवृत्ति हम गीत संगीत धारा के तहत करवाते हैं, जिसमें सबसे पहले तारीख 15 को 15/6/2022 में हमने कॉलेज में जो भी नई स्टूडेंट्स जो जिसने F5 में एडमिशन लिया है उनका हम कुमकुम तिलक से स्वागत करते हैं, और दीप प्रागट्य करके सभी जो प्रोफेसर्स हैं उनका हम इंट्रोडक्शन करवाते हैं। फिर 4 तारीख को हमने इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम रखा था। 7 तारीख को धारा इंट्रोडक्शन की गीत संगीत नृत्य धारा में हम आगे कौन कौन सी प्रवृत्तियां करवाएंगे, गीत संगीत और नृत्य क्या है उसके बारे में हम बताते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को। फिर 23/7/2022 को न्यू कमर्स टैलेंट मॉर्निंग का आयोजन किया था, जो F5 में जो नई बच्चियां आते हैं उनके अंदर जो भी कौशल्य है, उनके अंदर जो कुछ भी है जो वो बाहर लाने के लिए उत्सुक है, उनको हम एक स्टेज देते हैं और उस स्टेज के माध्यम से वो अपने अंदर जो कुछ भी उनके अंदर रहेली जो कौशल्य है उनको हम दिखाते हैं। उसके बाद 5 तारीख को टीचर्स डे सेलिब्रेशन किया था, जिसमें हमारे कॉलेज के जो भी विभाग है वो विभाग के द्वारा अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट में जो भी विद्यार्थिनी है वो पार्टिसिपेट करती है और उन्हें हम अवार्ड देकर सम्मानित करते हैं। फिर 15 तारीख को 15/9/2022 को गणेश स्तुति भजन गरबा सिंगिंग कंपटीशन का आयोजन किया था, और 27/9/2022 को नवरात्रि फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेशन किया था, जिसमें कॉलेज की पूरी सभी विद्यार्थिनियां उसमें शामिल थी और पूरे फेस्टिवल को हमने अच्छी तरीके से निभाया था। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये है कुछ सपोर्टिंग फोटोग्राफ जो भी एक्टिविटीज हमने जो साल भर फर्स्ट हाफ में करवाए थे उनकी। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज। ये है सेकंड हाफ में जो हमने प्रवृत्तियां करवाई थी, वो है लग्न गीत कंपटीशन, अंताक्षरी कंपटीशन, साड़ी परिधान स्पर्धा और साड़ी डे, एनुअल प्रोग्राम और पेरेंट्स टीचर्स एलुमनाई मीटिंग और स्टूडेंट फेयरवेल, और लास्ट में हमने महायज्ञ का आयोजन किया था। और महायज्ञ का आयोजन हमने इसलिए किया था क्योंकि सभी विद्यार्थिनियों की परीक्षाएं शुरू होने वाली थी और वो अच्छे गुण से प्राप्त करें और अपनी डिग्री अच्छी तरीके से ले, उसके लिए हमने महायज्ञ का आयोजन किया था। और ये सभी सपोर्टिंग फोटोग्राफ्स है लग्न गीत कॉम्पिटिशन, अंताक्षरी कॉम्पिटिशन, साड़ी परिधान कॉम्पिटिशन और साड़ी परिधान स्पर्धा। ये है एनुअल प्रोग्राम के कुछ फोटोग्राफ्स। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। थैंक यू मैडम।
Yes, thank you, Ami Madam. And now we come to the last of the presentations. Nimisha Madam, I hope you're ready now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please begin.
Yeah, I'll be. We just check if slides are working. Yeah. Sorry for the delay and sorry for the inconvenience. Very good morning to respected Indira Madam, respected Nagar sir, Dodia sir, and fellow faculty members. This is Nimisha Pandit, coordinator of the BCom English Medium Department. And today I'm going to present about the work our department has done under the next 7 criteria. The very first slide shows the mission of our department, and our department does everything in its capacity to fulfill this mission. As our mission talks about the modern India, we try to incorporate such activities which can be helpful in the future to the student. The very first criteria is curricular aspects. For as far as syllabus and calendar and curriculum is concerned, we are following Bhakt Kavi Narsi Mehta University, so we pretty much follow the university's guideline, and we focus on other topics as well which are not included in the syllabus, so that we can give students holistic development. For the academic flexibility, we motivate students to take part in short-term courses that are running in our college, and around 50% of the students take part in them. We motivate students so that they can get such employability skills, so that it would be helpful for them in the future. As far as curricular enrichment is concerned, as Meera Madam has already discussed, we have organized Gurukulam 2023. We conduct a commerce study circle as well. We time to time conduct industrial and bank visits. We also do expert lecture, as expert opinion and experts knowledge matters the most in nowadays. As we are from the commerce department, we have that very auspicious date for us, a very important date for us, that is 31st March. So every year we try our best to do other some activities which will be helpful for the students in the future, and we also conduct webinars as well. For the feedback system, we have prepared separate forms for the different activities. Like we have feedback system for Gurukulam, we have feedback system for our study circles, we have feedback system for the Dhara activities students take part in. Next, please. These are some of the photographs of the activities. First is Gurukulam Expo. Second is the Chanakya Commerce Study Circle that we joined. And next is the photograph of Saurashtra Cement Limited, where we have visited. Next is the Axis Bank Limited visits. Then there's the expert lecture by Manish sir and Ashish sir. They have this unique method where they taught students some games, and by just following those games, students can learn some concepts which are really great. Then there's the expert lecture by Harsh Pandit. It was the lecture on freelancing, which is also a booming career option for the students in upcoming future. Then there's the art and craft activity whenever the times permit, as we believe in academic flexibility, right? So we motivate students so that they can take part in art and craft activities as well. There was international seminar, and one class was given to us, and girls have decorated the class the way they wanted. Then there was a Gurukulam promotion at Modhwada High School, as Viral Madam has rightly stated that Gurukulam was all about student-centric activity. So we were there just for a supportive role, and they have to do all the works. And there's the next photograph is for the discussion of soft skills, which are also very important in nowadays. Please, next. Moving towards the other criteria, that is a teaching, learning, and evaluation. First, from this, currently we have 89 students in our department. Two batches has already passed, and from the timeline, we can say that we have around 34 students in our TY batch, 30 students in our SY batch, and 25 students in our F5 batch. As far as student diversity, if I talk about student diversity, 75% of the students belong to OBC, as we live in the area there are more population of OBC. Then teaching learning process, we try to adopt a different method so that it won't be boring for the students and they can remain attentive during the classes. So obviously there is a lecture method, then lecture through ICT tools, then there's a classroom discussion. We organize debates time to time. Tanvi madam has fond of conducting debates, so she conducts debates time to time. Then students and teachers, classroom tests, project works, storytelling, and learning through games. And I would like to emphasize on students as teacher. I personally has experienced that whenever I have introduced this method, students were more motivated, because one of the students was we pick one of the students and they just go to the board and they do all board work, and they are just doing their sums, and other students just they get motivated. They go, she can do it, we can do as well. So it is one of the tested and kind of effective method. Next, please. Yeah. Next, for the evaluation process, we give student assignments based on practical aspects. We take their classroom tests. We give them live assignments, case studies, project reports, surveys, and chart making. I would like to emphasis more on live project. We send students to the different aspect to the different organization or institutions. Like we send them to the banks, we send them to the mutual fund companies, we send them to the insurance companies, we send them to the CA and CAS's offices, and so that and we give them certain topics so that they go over there and discuss with the experts. This was one of the best activities that our department is doing. Then and other thing as well, there's a classroom viva as well. As far as the student performance is concerned, as far as a percentage are concerned, they are exponentially they have increased exponentially. This Sweta Kotia, the one of our students, she was the district first, and she was one of the candidate for the university toppers as well. For the very first batch, it was like 11 to 12 students only. So they were all clever, so we got 100% of the result. Then a 95.45 percentage, and then a 97 percentage. For the student satisfaction survey, we have again prepared a Google form which contains the questions as prescribed by the NEC itself. Around 91% of the students are satisfied with department teaching process and activities. Next, please. Yeah, these are some of the supporting photographs: classroom lecture, viva, presentation, project presentation, and learning through games. And these are the team. We have Bharati Dodia as our department head. Myself, I'm the Nimisha Pandit, I'm the coordinator of the department. Then we have Miral Vadher madam, as she has around 2 years of experience. Then we have Jyoti Jadhav madam and Tanvi Gurjar madam, both of them around 1.5 years of experience. Then we have Mansi Joshi madam, she has recently joined our department, she is a fresher. Next, please. Moving toward the research, innovation, and extension, myself and Miral Vadher, we have done MBA. During our academic years, both of us has presented 2 to 3. We have done 2 to 3 project works. Currently, any of our faculties are not indulged in research activities, but our institution and as a department as a whole, we focuses more on research, and we want our students to know how to frame research, how to frame hypothesis, how to write a research paper, how to do whole research, and how to make Google forms and send it to the send it to the respondents, and to get the response out of them. So it was a challenge for our students. It was not actually the part of our curriculum, but we want our students to get that exposure, so we have incorporated this system in our department. A student has the surveys like they have done post and pre-COVID situation survey, and they have surveyed about the business consumer behavior, impact on e-commerce on local businesses, and Garima survey, it was the initiative of Gujarat government, and girls has taken part in it. I would proudly say that in the COVID-19 survey, student has surveyed around 80 to 85 businesses, and for the consumer behavior thing, they have surveyed around 500 people and 90 to 95 businesses. Same goes for the project works. We provide project work to our TY students. It is not in their curriculum, but yet we provide them. They take the topics like financial literacy, impact on mobile banking, parents' expectation and academic pressure, impact on rural banking, and then many more. I would again proudly say that they have made master levels projects, and I can say that around this region, I can definitely say that no other BCom badges are doing such kind of projects. This is honor for our department and for our institution. In these reports, also girls have surveyed around 1,500 people and around 150 businesses. As far as consultancy is concerned, we are providing non-remunerative consultancy to our students. If they have any problem, they can come to us and we can guide them. These are some of the photographs then when our girls went for the survey, and these are some of the photographs of project work done by our students. Next, please. Then there's extension activities. NSS, 7% of the students are connected with the NCC program. 30% of the students are connected with the NSS program. And as far as collaboration is concerned, we have MOU with the District Yuva Chamber of Commerce. These are some of the photographs. Please. Next is infrastructure and learning resources. If I talk about the physical facilities, institution has provided us an entire building in which we have 3 classes and 1 common room. Common room is a very essential place where we can have communication with the students. If they have any doubt, we can solve we can solve their doubts, and this is the place where we consult them as well. Then the last photograph shows the IT infrastructure we provide to the students. In IT infrastructure, we have 3 projectors and 3 computer system in each class. We have speaker and 38 computers in the lab as well. As per the student satisfaction survey, department uses 70 to 89% of ICT tools. As far as library is concerned, in library there are 2,776 commerce related books. Girls use those books and use those books for the research work, because there are some great reference books. There are some great reference books as well. As far as the maintenance of campus is concerned, we have this actually whole campus. Other departments also have such mechanism that students clean their classes. Apart from we have cleaning staff, but they also like to do such stuff, and so that we also motivate them so that they can get the feeling of responsibility. Register are being maintained for all the ICT instruments. Then student support and progression. For the student support, as Ami madam has already explained that, I won't go further about that, because the institution is doing very well for the girls, and girls are obviously getting many things out of that. As far as student progression is concerned, from our current TY batch, 80% of students are going to join the masters. Some of them are going for short-term courses, career-oriented courses, and some of the students are going for government examination preparation. 8 students had gone for interview in placement fair as well. That was organized in Polytechnic of Porbandar. Then, as far as participation is concerned, 42% of the students take part in Saptadhara activities. 89% of the students take part in study circle. 39% of the students has presented their papers international seminar, and it was great that we were able to. We were able to motivate around 92% of the students to take part in Gurukul. As far as alumni engagement is concerned, we have 6 to 7 students who are already working, and some of them are from the our current batch only. They have just completed their exam, and now they have find their jobs, and they are doing great. These 3 students that we have shown over here are the students who have got the academic student of the year academic basis, and the first and second girls, they also got the gold medal from the Department of Commerce. Then governance, leadership, and management. Institution focuses on providing valuable knowledge to the girls who are coming from the uh, villages. They are around us 25 to 30 kilometers away from Porbandar. So uh, uh, from the area from where they are coming, people don't have such information regarding banking, and they don't know about the mobile banking and stuff like that. So we want our students to have all those kind of information, so that they can provide such information to their families and to the society as a whole. As far as leadership is concerned, we have a great leader on our side, that is Anupam Nagar sir, and our department head Bharat Sidodia. They always motivate us faculty members to do nice and innovative things. Our mission also tries its best, so that we can come one step forward towards the institutional vision, as because departments are framed so that we can come one step forward to the vision statement. Then myself, I am the coordinator of the department, and I'm also a member of research project committee, and I'm also member of administrative committee. Miral Wade, she is also a research project. She's also member of research project committee. As far as financial management, resource mobilization is concerned, institution provide us quite a aid, so that students can get benefit out of it, and they can have their holistic development. Please next. For the faculty empowerment, institution has organized a great FDP last year. It was a great help. And for the personal aspect, I myself, whenever I get time, I freelance. I do the freelancing work. Then there's a Tanvi Gujar madam. She has a coaching class of herself. Uh, and then we have Jyoti Jadhav madam. She is a poetess, and she has her Instagram account as well, because now we are in a era where we can earn quite well from following the social medias, and by creating such pages and earning from them. For the internal quality assurance system, we have mechanism of conducting meetings every semester. Institution such meetings are conducted at institutional level, and we conduct them at our departmental level. uh, Department in which we discuss department activities, students expectation, our expectation from them, discipline. Gurukul is all about uh, following the right path, so that we focus on certain aspects. And these are the photographs of our departmental meetings. Then there's institutional values and best practices. So again, Gurukul is all about following traditions, and putting emphasis on Indian culture and our virtues. So we motivate students to take part in such activities as well. So these are some of the activities. In Pratna committee, we have 7 students. In Havan committee, we have 5. In Ved Mantras, we have 5 students. In Dhara, Saptadhara activities, 5 students are working as coordinators. And in value-based exam, 17 students are there. Some of them might have given multiple exams as well. Best practice of the department, that I personally can say that our department has created such environment where we are like friends to them, but at the same time, there will be a mutual respect for one another, and we focuses on practical knowledge and giving something new to the students, and we focuses on how students can touch the society. For this, we are going to plan one campaign for the upcoming semester, and hopefully it will went good. It will go good. So yeah, this is it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Nimisha. Thank you, everybody, right from Ami, Padiyar, to Nimisha, all who have made the presentations. Now, we would request Indira Madam Indira Madam, I would most humbly request you, with the 4 decades of experience you have, you've been visiting institutions at the national level, at the institution, at the international level. I too have been following you, and very honestly, Indira Madam, we would want to prepare very well for the third cycle of NAC, which is going to be very crucial for all of us, keeping NAP 2020 in mind. So, on the basis of the presentations, I would most humbly request you to please share your uh, feedback, your critical comments, your guidance, and most importantly, your blessings. Indira Madam.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Nagar. I'm very impressed with the amount of work that is being done, and that you've done well in advance for preparing for the third cycle. So congratulations to all of you. Not only those who made the presentation, because I'm sure everybody has their bit to contribute when something like this is possible in an educational institution. So right from Dr. Nagar through Dr. Dodia to all the others, congratulations. I would sort of divide my comments into two. The first would be the general comments about all the presentations that have been made, and then I would like to talk to each one, address each one separately. So let me begin with the common comments that I have for all of you. Number one, now because this is your third cycle, I'm sure many of you are aware of how the peer team visit goes. The most important thing is the time factor, right? So I would like to say that very often the peer team committee, some peer member will say, but tell me quickly what you want to highlight. So we have prepared a presentation for 15 to 20 minutes, put in all our heart and soul, so much of effort. But when it really comes to the actual presentation, it seems as if all that we prepared, we are not going to get an opportunity. So I would suggest, I would advise that you simultaneously have, so let's say if you begin with Ami, you had a 20-minute presentation, but at the same time, you should also have a 5-minute presentation ready. Am I making sense? Right? So that you have it all in detail. It's like writing, if you're students of language, it's like writing a précis, in 1/3 of the number of words you have to say. So what is it that you want to highlight? So we must have also ready, we should be ready with that kind of a thing. So something that I'm saying in 20 minutes, I should be able to say in 5 minutes. As an example, right? I'm saying 5 minutes, it could be 6, it could be 10. So please very clearly in your mind have what you want to, like I think it was 9 probably. When we talked about Odisha, because remember Odisha is a government of Gujarat initiative. So it's quite possible that some of our other peer committee members was explained, like what UDISHA stands for. I would suggest that some of the words which are very specific to your academic institution, to your group of colleges. I was thinking of, for example, Gurukulium, right? Maybe to some of us, the word is very, very clear. It is self-explanatory. But at the same time, given the diversity of languages in India, maybe you could just, one of you could spend a minute, the person who is first making the presentation, about what it means. I hope I'm making sense. Dr. Nagar, please feel free to stop me wherever you think.
No, madam, you're
right? No, ma'am, it's not about this, right?
No, we are so happy to have your inputs, ma'am. Please be open and frank, and we would really want to know, what exactly, where we are missing out. So please don't,
No, not at all. My pleasure, my pleasure.
Jim.
Not at all. This is only, I think the effort is right. Finding how we can do it even better. People, senior academicians, experienced teachers in the field already having given their inputs. I think one of you will have to do this of putting all these together, because I'm sure many of us are going to be repeating, right? So I think there should be somebody, or there should be a committee of 2 or 3 staff members who sit together, right, and make a list of all this and see which one of these are really practically applicable to my college, right? To Mahila Arts and Commerce College. I think somebody should do that. Okay. The third point, maybe the third, is that one or two of you like to, because Ami was the first one, some of you are very fast, right? Please remember, as you are seeking, much of a problem as it is online. Maybe face to face, we absorb much better. So maybe this may not be a problem, but I found that at some places you're much too fast. So you're not giving me, the committee member, enough time for it to sink in. I hope that makes sense. Because we know what we are talking about and we feel there's so much to be said, so we are rushing. So please don't do that. Give it a more of an opportunity for the listener to take in. Otherwise, some of the important points might just whiz past and we might miss it. And you want to highlight it, you want to say something. Okay. Point number 4 is, please do not spend time explaining pictures, explaining photographs, right? Please don't do that. Let it be a quick glancing through or a bird's eye view or whatever. Don't spend time, because in that you're wasting time. I'm sure when we are seeing it on the screen, when you put it up there, it's quite obvious what there is. I would even think that it may be possible to somehow maybe group. Let me explain what I mean. Suppose you have 4 photographs dealing with academics, 3 dealing with personality development, 1 dealing with the future, career options. Can we do that? Is it possible to group our pictures together or group our achievements together? So we are doing 2 things. 1, we are saving time. 2, we are also telling them what are the areas in which work has been done or achievements have, we have achieved. And each one of them you're explaining separately, individually. Please try and put them together. That also shows that you have put in some effort to be organized. See, I think by now it's obvious have had the experience of earlier. Is there. You are giving the information. It's your ability at logical thinking, logical reasoning. So please see if that is possible. If that is possible, yeah, I think that cares. Yeah, another thing I thought we could avoid is reading out names of the staff members in our department. Because I imagine you used your colleagues to peer committee. So I personally think there is no need to once again talk about, because I'm sure that you have told them what their qualification is, how many years they've been in, what is their specialization, what committees they are in. Can you hear me?
No, ma'am, some voice problems are there.
Yes, yes, it was so. Now it's clear, madam. Thank you.
There is a little inconsistency in the flow of words, ma'am. The words break on occasions.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, right now it's clear, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just repeat what I said. Dr. Naga, if you've already heard this, stop me. I was talking about each department, I mean, each one of you in your presentation, once again talking about your colleagues. Did you hear that bit, Dr. Naga?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. That should not
Right.
be there.
So I'm
Right.
not going to repeat that, but I said we can save time. And the next question was to you, Dr. Naga. These were my general comments, and now I'd like to go to each one of the presenters. Is that okay? Right?
Fine.
These were my general comments. Yeah. General comments for all of you. So let me look at each one. Ami, the first one, which was about the Gujarati medium, 2 or 3 questions if I were the peer committee member sitting there, I know the answers, but they still will ask. Number 1, why do you have so many visiting faculty? Right? We all know the answer to that. I'm sure the peer committee also knows the answer, but they would love to ask that question. And if I'm not wrong, Dr. Naga, I think there were only 2 who were not visiting. Right? All the others were visiting. Did I get that right?
Absolutely.
Right? The numbers might be wrong.
Yeah.
We all know the reason. We know it is beyond our control, but this question is likely to come. So Ami, or the head of the department, Dr. Dodia, somebody should have the answer ready. That from this year, whatever, right? All those statistics, which we all know, but which question they love to ask. So please keep that in mind. Question two was about in that graph that you had, if you notice your results are falling. Is it possible, Ami, to very quickly show that again? It doesn't matter if you can't show it, but I think it was 2.6 if I'm not mistaken. But you can go back and look at it. But if you notice, you gave us 3 years results of the last years, right? And if you notice, it's actually falling a couple of years, etc., etc. But please have some answer ready. When I say some answer, I'm not asking you to bluff, but I'm asking you to give a sort of a very logical explanation of why we have falling results. This 2 years of online teaching and online examination has affected the academic community in many ways. And one of the things that we keep seeing again and again is very high results, because they were online exams. So people kept their books open and wrote. If you understand what I'm saying. So that was one reason why the results went up, because cheating was at its peak. But we also see that because they could not understand, because they had problems, they had network issues, they had whatever, results have fallen down. But please keep your answer ready. Okay. I'm not sure if this refers only to Ami. I should have made it in my general statement where you mentioned, and I think it's a wonderful thing that Gurukul Mahila College is doing, Dr. Naga, hats off to you and your management. And that was about the cleaning of rooms by the students themselves. I was very impressed. And I think that somewhere this should be highlighted. In what way you can, it is a different matter. But I think there are 2 points that can come here. One is the concept of it being a shrama. It's a shram yagya, if you please. Right? That physical activity is so important, and there are so many people who have said that the mind and the body, right? So I think somewhere you could highlight it, because it's a very, very nice concept. And you could probably combine it with something that is lacking in our country, and that is dignity of labor. Because it came up more than one presentation. I made that note, but forgot to mention it in the general one. Highlight it because I think it's a fantastic. Okay, I think that takes care of Ami. I will now come to Miral. I think was the second one. I just have one comment, which too much of reading of all the activities. Please try and, as I said earlier, try and put them together, Miral. Otherwise, that was good work. In the order in which I wrote it, I have Nimisha, though she made the last presentation. So I'm coming to Nimisha. I've already made these comments in the general comments, but I'll repeat that. Too many pictures you explain. Try and avoid that. And obviously, the ones who were doing the department work, that was longer, both the Gujarati, both Ami and Nimisha. So try and see how you can cut down that. Because finally, when the peer committee, when the team arrives, it's one mad rush, right? All of us know that. We are just rushing from one to the next, 3 days, 2.5 days, whatever it works out. So please see how you can do that. I've already explained. The Gurukulam I already mentioned. Udisha, Nayan. Now I'm talking to Nayan. Udisha, you made a kind of, what shall I say? You felt bad that it's a small town, but I wanted to say it's small is beautiful, Nayan, so I don't think you need to worry about. Nayan, if you understand, when you were talking about the few companies that come, because we are a small town, unfortunately, don't say that. I think small is beautiful. There's so much to offer in a small town, so don't worry about that. I thought you could probably add a line or two, a sentence on two about when Udisha began, right? Because as I said, it's a Government of Gujarat initiative. We know when it began, we know the purpose, etc., etc. You could just, at the beginning, you could just add one line about that. The 7 dharas, etc., that comes across in your presentation, but when it began. And that was reason.
Madam, we have lost your voice, ma'am.
Yeah, I stopped because I saw that you lost your connection, and that's why I stopped, right? Yeah, I think I'm back now. My connection is back. Okay. Then I come to Arvind, which was about Derankala Kaushalya, that dhara. I sort of feel that among all the activities that you talked about, you could probably, Arvind, spend a little more time talking about something which is not so common. You know, painting and pencil art and all that is so common. But I was really impressed by the sand art, for example. Sand art, of course, you have so much of sand being a coastal town. I've seen maybe you could spend a minute or two more about that. Instead of talking about those which are very common and which are done by everyone, if you could highlight something like that, I think it has greater impact on the committee, on the peer committee. I'm being very kind to the peer committee, but yeah, right, the peer team. Okay, I think that sort of takes care of the comment I had on the individual presentations. I would like to conclude by saying, well done, keep it up, and all the best. And if any one of you, the presenters, would like to directly ask something, Dr. Nagar, if we have time, don't mind another 2, 3, 5 minutes if somebody wants to individually ask me something. I mean, all of us are there, but they could talk to me, talk to us. Or Dr. Nagar, you, anyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, Indira Madam. I mean, your inputs were absolutely fantastic. We would want to have, responses, feedback. So, I would the platform is open for discussion. We could start with the Vice Principal, Rohini Madam. आप कुछ फीडबैक या कुछ सजेशन प्रश्न पूछना चाहें तो प्लीज आप अपनी बात रखिएगा.
जी सर. थैंक यू. Respected Indira
Tanisha
madam.
का हाथ ऊपर गया है तो then we can take. हाँ, after Rohini Ben. Yeah.
आपके वैल्यूएबल सजेशन से हम बहुत ही प्रभावित हुए. आपने बहुत ही माइक्रो ऑब्जर्वेशन किया, हमारा इतनी अच्छी तरह से हमको सजेशन दिया. हम उस पर गौर करेंगे और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि बेस्ट से बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस हो. थैंक यू नागर सर. आपके जैसे तज्ञ को लाकर हमारा जो ज्ञान में वृद्धि होती है, तो हम नागर साहब के लिए भी खूब धन्यवाद अदा करते हैं. नागर साहब को भी कि ऐसे तज्ञ को लाकर हमको फीडबैक मिलता है, गाइडेंस मिलता है आपके जैसे विद्वान जन का. तो इंदिरा मैडम, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू रोहिणी मैम. कीर्ति मैडम, आप कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे?
जी, thank you so much, ma'am. So first of all, I would like to thank you for your valuable suggestions. But madam, how can we give them satisfaction to the peer team for our question that they will ask us most probably something regarding the dropout ratio? So as you know, it's a rural area, so naturally every year we find out it. So logically, can we say that the girls get married and their parents they don't allow them? So what must be our logical answer for that?
I would like to answer that question in two parts. The first one is the reasons that you're giving. For example, that girls get married, or the distance, or economic conditions. But I think most to have a kind of a format by which we reach out to those dropouts. Not very easy, but we can make a beginning. So what I'm saying is, suppose we have 10, just as a number, there are 10 dropouts. We try to reach out to them, right? So you reach out to the parents or you reach out to the students themselves, right? And you have a kind of a form made ready by where you say economic reasons, social reasons, whatever, cultural reasons, etc., etc. You are a girls' college, to that extent you are luckier in the sense that ladkon ke saath nahi padhna hai, that won't be the reason, at least, right? But because they are girls, the dropout can increase. And you could probably, if you have over the next 6 months, you have the time and the possibility to work, what have you done in that cause? For example, let us say I come from 30 kilometers away. My reason for dropping out is that I come from 30 kilometers away and there is not enough transport facility. I'm just speaking, right? There could be many other reasons. You could say that you have reached out to the panchayat or to whoever, right, to the ST, and you've ensured that there is a bus in the morning. The effort that you make is important. The success of the effort may be somebody else's hands. Am I making sense, Kitki? Right? So you could. So this is one.
Sure.
The second is, can be that you are to get more scholarships or whatever. As it is, since you have so many from the other, from people who do get scholarships from the government, I saw your, diversity of. The third thing we could do is we could say that we are reaching out to communities where girls are not allowed to study after getting married. So in your parent-teacher meeting, for example, again, I'm saying these are the efforts that we are making. I cannot promise success. You cannot promise success, but at least you're showing, number one, that you're aware of the problem. Number two, options, right? So at our parent-teacher meeting, okay, so we are talking about this, that girls should be allowed to study or whatever. So if you can do that. So we are reaching out to the other stakeholders also, not just to our students. Does that make sense, Kitki? Yeah.
Yeah, certainly, ma'am. 100%. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you, Kirti Madam, Indira Madam. Nayan sir, would you like to share your thoughts?
Two hands went up. I think Nimisha was first.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, while asking this question, I have two feelings,
Yes,
pain
Nayan.
and pleasure. Pain and pleasure both. Pleasure is that under Odisha, we try our level best to invite companies and private sectors, and they come also. And this is very pleasant things for us, our college. But pain is that as per government rule, ma'am, you know very well, government says that minimum 14,000 rupees per month is a wage, and it is mandatory to sign it on contract basis. Now, not a single private company would prefer to give that much amount. So automatically, our student, and ma'am, second thing is that this is our arts and commerce UG level product. Now, this product, when we put into market, it's very difficult to have that much salary. So there is a conflict generated among us, even in students also, and even in companies also. So if a NEC committee would ask this question, then certain facts should not be exposed, but the facts remain the facts. Then how can we reply?
Yeah. Nayan, I can see the pain and pleasure in your question. I can see that, Nayan. I would say that we are moving towards employment. Should be your answer. Because so I think what you could possibly say, I'm sorry, I'm not using Ben and Bhai for all of you because I imagine all of you are half my age. I hope you don't mind that, except Dr. Naga. I'm calling you Dr. Naga, but I'm addressing everybody else by their first name. I hope that's okay, Nayan. Right?
Well, it's your right.
It's fine, absolutely.
I mean, I imagine you're all half my age.
Not doctor, only Nayan. That would sound good.
So, Nayan, so I was saying, what you could say is that okay. What we really have to ensure gets across to the peer team is that the employment is stage one.
Again, ma'am, we can't listen to you.
Realistic, being realistic is as important as you can bring because yeah, I think Tanvi's hand went up, Nimisha's hand went up. Whoever is, Nimisha.
Yes, Nimisha, please share your question.
Thank you for the feedback, madam. I have question that what other innovative ways that we can implement in our English medium department so that it would be great for the students and we can show to the next year members as well. What are the innovative ways that we can adopt?
Yeah, but I think you're doing a lot, Nimisha. I think you're doing a lot, and there's really not necessary to do something so new. I'm quite impressed with the kind of activities that you have.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I think you're doing very well. I think you're doing very well, Nimisha.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Indira madam. We'll have one more question, and we have already taken sufficient time. Shanti madam, Sharmisha madam, आप कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे? Senior faculty members, anybody?
No, sir.
Ji. So, Indira madam, we shall now move towards the vote of thanks. I would request Tanvi Gurjar to deliver the vote of thanks. Tanvi, your audio is, you're on mute.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please start.
Yes, can I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible. Please
Yes,
start.
sir. Because my mic was not working right now, so I keep it in a Nimisha's phone. Yes, sir. I, Professor Tanvi Gurjar, English Department of the Commerce, and I presenting a vote of thanks. Our distinguished experts, Dr. Indira and Nityanandam, gave a precious time with us. Thank you so much to enlightening us. Your productive thought and our effort making the best neck presentations. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Thank you, Professor Dr. Anupam Nagar, who always think unique and much more productive in the new unique idea in the FDP. Since a 5-day and today itself, sir was trying to doing something new and innovative introductions of the new faculty members. So it is a very much important to all. Thank you so much, Nagar sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Bharat Singh Dodia, our head of the department. Sir was always motivating us and given guidance about the effort and thinking abilities of that. So we have always doing something new and better coming out with the students and the institution as well. Thank you so much, sir. Next, the One Girl Army. Thank you so much, Professor Ami Patia. She's always connecting with the different kind of activities like the study circle activity, presentations, Git Sangit Nritya Dhara, and the musician teachers as well. So she is engaging as well. Your presentation was always good. Next is our coordinator Nimisha Pandit. Thanks to our coordinator who established the best way presentations coming out. Your presentation is outstanding. Ma'am, in the history of Gurukul, we have first time established the Gurukulyam. In the Gurukulyam, the idea was, organized by the Nimisha and Nagar sir and Doria sir will establish their idea and the innovative things in the college. So thank you so much, Nimisha Pandit. Next, Professor Meera Wader. Thank you so much presenting the study circle activities of the Commerce Department. Thank you so much, Dr. Professor Nayan Tang, for presenting the Odisha. And sir gave NSS information to our students. So this is a very much helpful to student connecting with us. Thank you so much, Professor Arvind Ravalia, for presenting the Rang Kala Kaushalya Dhara in a cultural way. Thank you, Professor Jyoti Jadhav and Professor Mansi Joshi, always enthusiastic person for our department. Thank you so much, Professor Rohiniba Jadeja and all team who presenting the Git Sangit Nritya Dhara. Thank you so much, Professor Aditi Dave, who manage all the things like technically and all help to members and faculties to better coordinate with the PPT presentations in the FDP. Thank you so much, office staff, Amit sir, Meet sir, Beena madam, and the Devin sir, always ready for any work and help to technical issues towards our faculty members. Thank you all faculty members for joining this FDP. I never forgot all these, the experts who patiently listen our work, our thoughts, our idea, and put their input in our comments. So this is a very much blessings to us. Thank you, everyone who directly or indirectly connected with us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanvi. And Indira madam, आपसे
Thank you.
आशीर्वाद की हमेशा गुजारिश रहेगी. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप जुड़े और हम सबको इतना अच्छा मार्गदर्शन दिया. ऐसे अपनी कृपा बनाए रखिएगा और हमेशा जब भी आवश्यकता होगी हम आशीर्वाद आपके जरूर लेंगे.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, ma'am.
Thank you all and well done and all the best for your.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best.